to Getting to Know You, an Owners Club exclusive podcast. Today's featured guest is Curtis Eaton. Hi, Curtis.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing?
Doing really well, thank you.
Good.
I'm excited to get to know you. Love to know more about you.
Yeah, absolutely. I am Curtis Eaton. I live about an hour north of Charlotte. I do have a family. We have two kids, 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. I'd like to think that I'm a family first entrepreneur, building legacy driven businesses that align with faith, which I believe is very important, freedom, and long term impact. So presently own Premier Public Adjusting, Hyphen Real Estate Group, and also exploring some SaaS solutions in both industries to streamline operations and create a scalable impact. I do believe in stewardship and purposeful ownership, and not just a hustle for hustle's sake. I've done that way too long.
It sounds like you've been at this for many years before coming to Owners Club.
Yeah, it's been a few years. Really dove into these businesses in the last 5 years.
What brought you to Owners Club?
Wow, we all have stories, right? Mine was really a need to step up to the plate. What brought me to Owners Club? Recognizing that I was missing so much. I do believe God's gifted me with some amazing talents. I started building some systems and had some ideas with AI. And I essentially told myself, I said, Curtis, you can either watch from the sideline, maybe figure it out on your own, maybe not, or you could join. And so that was what really motivated me, was not the FOMO so much of just like what's out there, but really it was because it was aligning with where I was at presently and feeling that this was the next big step that I needed to take. And so that's why I joined.
What do you hope these folks do this year?
Whoa. As a visionary, you know, that's a scary question. Not really. Hoping to achieve, really, it's alignment. And as we heard at the Squad Up Summit, it's the alignment with our assignment. And so, you know, part of that is also figuring that out and needing some clarity, which I've gotten a lot of the past few weeks, and excited to see where this is going to take me. I also recognize that what you put in, you also will receive out, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say it's an equal trade-off, because what I've received in the past just few weeks has just been mind-blowing, from connecting with other Owners Club members to really finding my purpose, working on my Everest org charts, and that's brought me here today. Really excited to meet a lot of the members here in about 2 weeks. So it's going to be my first meetup, and I'm ready. I'm excited. I think about that as almost a metaphor for life. You know, we're not going to take any of this with us. So it's those connections. It's, you know, doing business together, collaborations, finding ways to support each other, and being an Owners Club. I've seen so much of that. I mean, there are people out there that you might say are in it just for themselves, but I just haven't seen that yet. So it's been amazing.
I haven't seen one either, and I've been here for a little over a year. What are you working on today?
I've just been following our mentor's way, Pace. So I started going through the series. Calendar series was amazing. It's absolutely life-changing. I think Pace mentioned that if you just do this one thing, it will add $50 million to your name. And I really, really believe that, just because I believe that my production, I haven't really been able to test it against anything, but just in general, productivity is up probably 30 to 40%. From that, understanding Everest. I was like, what is this thing? I still don't know if I understand it all, but I do have some definition. And will it change? Yes. We're taught as well, it's going to change. It's going to change in 6 months. It should. Why? Because we're growing, we're connecting, hopefully expanding the way that we think about things. So as I was going through some of the trainings, I would train early in the morning and then work during the day, train early in the morning. It's just been my habit. And org charts, organizational charts. And I'm just telling you, I recognize that other people will hear this, but I think it's important for me just to be transparent. I've done so many things just by the seat of my pants or willy-nilly, however you want to say it, and have had some success, but recognizing that it's systems and processes and people to have those people in place. So what did I do? I reached out to Sharon Smith. She was tremendous value to me, paid her to walk me through this process. And it was really interesting. Day one that we met, I thought, I'm just going to knock this thing out of the park. No way. I had so much to learn about that. So as I've been following through these processes, I've recognized the biggest thing that I've really, really needed was an operator. And I just was not sure how I could integrate an operator into a real estate business as well as in my adjusting business. How was that going to work? And now I have clarity, and that's what I need now. That's what I'm looking for is my Molly.
What is your Mount Everest?
So solving multiple problems. The number one problem is people need homes. People like homes. People want to be around those that they love. However, there are many people that cannot afford a home. And so finding creative ways to get people into homes with creative financing solutions. The other part of this is helping business owners retire with dignity and to be able to leave their legacy by keeping their business in place and preserving that legacy by purchasing 12 service related businesses.
I'm excited to see how that grows with your how it changes as you change, like you said.
Yeah, I'm excited.
If someone wants to bring value to you in your business, what does that look like?
Well, right now I'm looking for an operator. Really, first things first, right? And it's so easy for me to get the cart before the horse. I've done that so many times. I've been tempted through this process as well of getting the cart before the horse. And I've decided, nope, I'm going to slow down and do this the right way. So if you're an operator, let's connect. If not, and you are good at finding deals, bring me deals. We're buying in the Southeast. I'm looking for, they don't even have to be cash flowing properties. So looking to acquire single family homes. I also am converting some of my homes over to co-living. I don't know anything about that yet, but I intend to partner with other Owners Club members and leveraging the assets that we presently have.
Do you have a minimum size for the house?
Not right now, I do not,
Okay.
because what I'm looking for is basically two different asset types. One for creating wraps, owner finance structure, as well as, utilizing co-living as well as an exit strategy. So both of those look very different.
Yeah, they sure do.
So we're going to start in North Carolina. That's where I presently live. And then we will expand to South Carolina and Georgia next. And then there are particular metrics that we have in place to move beyond those states. So states that we're presently own properties in North Carolina, West Virginia, and Kansas. So sort of expanding in those markets as well, but that's not going to be the focal point right now. I again want to make sure that I follow the processes and the sort of the vision and timeline. I have that in place now.
Well, you heard it here, folks. This is Curtis Eaton, I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a like, some edifying comments, Curtis. I'm excited to see you at Monterey. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It's been great.